So it's January, another time for a festival, not really a festival, a celebration of a womanising poet from the 18th century, Big Rabbie Burns. So where am I going to be celebrating this? Well, currently I'm going to be heading to Edinburgh, but that will not be the final destination for this wee fucking haggis, neeps and tatties. So Robert Burns gave himself his nickname as the ploughman's poet, because every time he took a bucket and he got the munchies to inspire himself for a poem, he always loved a cheese, lettuce and pickle sarnie. So that's where he got it from. No, he was actually a farmer, a labourer on a farm, so that was where the ploughman poet came from. When he wasn't working, he was writing poems. Wrote over 370 poems, essays, songs, from Address to a Haggis, A Fond Kiss, Old Lang Syne, which we sing at Hogmanay, Old Long Since. So, and he died at 37, so he done a lot of scribbling. Also had 12 lanes, so he done other activities. And one of his well-known phrases or famous quotes was, "Dare to be honest and no fear labour." Well, he didn't fear labour because he loved fucking working on the old farmyard and that. And technically, he loved working on the farmyard, that kind of labour, and the old childbirth labour, I suppose. 12 kids, man. That's some going. But if you put that saying out to these days, people just don't want to work, do they? Always excuses. The old depression. That's the new bad back, as Craig Tom would have said, somebody I worked with. So just people don't want to be honest. Fake their way, fake it till you make it, they usually say. So that saying probably doesn't stand time. It's different times these times, mate. And how did he pass away? Never heard before. In a Scotsman, he was found drunk in the pissing rain, dead. So I mentioned this trip to the family, and my auntie wanted to come, but she won't be on camera because I think she must have warrants or something in Qatar or something. She can't be seen, so we'll have a +1 today. Put her under as a mister as well on the flight, or the EasyJet flight, by accident. But we've got 2 flights, so she becomes a female on the next flight. It's going to be a veer, which I'm sure this country made that word. About my old Fraser scarf, because I couldn't get a kilt because they can only give you it for 4 nights. That wouldn't have worked out because we're over there for 4 nights, but then I get back late and obviously shop will be shut, so I couldn't get away with it. So just go with a scarf instead. A few of the Dynamo Zagreb boys going home after a 3-0 scudding. Actually got a story on Dynamo Zagreb hooligans, but it's no PG at all, so maybe for the X-rated version. With the punches like that blonde guy in Tekken, and I've been doing lots of travelling, but I have mentioned, so this Scotsman is up and down the aisle more than a polygamist flight attendant that's marrying Constant, tying the knot, doing the dashing white sergeant at his Heinland weddings. Yes, mate. And we've just landed, and we have landed Buonasera di Pisa. Good evening from Pisa. And we hang about, see how they ask you to keep your windows open. I read a book when I was, I read The Dark Side of, what's it called? Planes and that. they ask you to keep the windows up. So see if you crash when you land, then it's so that the fire brigade can look through and see if there's anyone worth saving. There you go, something positive for you. Nice positive death. The old Leaning Tower of Pisa will be from the room. So we're stopping off in Pisa just for a day, and then we're going to the real place tomorrow. So I need to find this gaff, 187.
That's 33 years ago, Paul.
33 years?
Yes. Is it 33? No, more? No, 30.
So as my auntie said, you could hear her last night, 33 years ago was the last time I was here. My wee ma and my auntie took me cross-railing round Europe. Went through Yugoslavia, countries that don't exist anymore, all the way down to Italy, through Italy, and I think we ended up in Corfu. I was 4 at the time, no, I was 5 at the time, but I think there was a deal that if yous under 5s could travel for free on the train. So my mum was trying to say that I was 4 to try and, so she was cutting the costs. But me, I was going, I'm 5, just a annoying wee grass, like gutter moss. That's our room, top left, next to the street lights. There you go, 3 out of 3 done before 7 o'clock. Listen to a bit of old Italian 90s hip hop. Perché no? Eh? Why no? So that was 5k. Time to do the next 12. Another recap here. Like that. Jogged in worse. A-cap, baby. Right, back to it. Galileo with the Tower of Pisa. Cobra with the fucking graffiti, man, nice. Seen this on the way from the train station. We got a taxi. Molto bello. Let's go. Pisa was given its name in 600 BC, and Pisa is a Greek word for marshy land. Maybe that's why it looks like it's sinking, slanted. The old flag at the top. Red with a white cross on it. Inverted English flag. I'd also give it, this is probably the second biggest building in Italy. The first one I'll be taking the GUPITLIST to in April. I was in Cairo ghettos doing pyramid schemes in Giza. Now I only mix my words when I'm doing wordplay. A snobby drinker as I sip IPAs in Pisa. Also has survived 4 earthquakes. I'd like to be in an earthquake, but I'm just a weirdo. There you have the reality versus Instagram line. Nice tourist spot, staying off the grass like they should. Staying off the grass like you've got a fucking drug and alcohol test at work. Each Noosa, the old World War II brothers in action there. Japanese beer in Italy. You would struggle to do that out of Gyp Rock. I suppose you do when the ScotRail, the toilet opens and reveals you. Close the door, I'm doing a shite. Time to leave Pisa and go on to the next mission, the next stop. There we go, Scottish flag in Italy. From Edinburgh in Scotland. So just went to the shop there and they had it yesterday. So we're a day late. They said they had the bagpipes out, the haggis, smoked salmon, apple pie. So we're a day late. But he had a Scottish accent on for him, and he was going back to Glasgow, and he stays in Bearsden, which is 5 minutes from my bit. So aye, day late. No hear me say that, usual. But we're here now, so we're here for 3 days. There's a wee shop that sells some Scottish stuff. But aye, that's why I came to Barga. Barga has 40% of Scottish descendants. But I missed it, man. Missed it by a day. Spewing, but it is what it is, mate. That's the only thing I'll be fucking consuming for buns night, man. Supertenants, man. Drown my sorrows. So came in here and they've got a City of Glasgow wee mugs in that, so I had to name drop, oh that's where I'm from. And the wee wifey behind the counter, his Scottish accent, oh right, no. And also I asked about the buns. He's saying that maybe Old Barga's got buns night on his actual day, no days before, not premature, on his actual birthday. So could be back in the game, could be not. But anyway, I'll be getting steaming for it anyway. I know I've been off the drink, but I need to do something. And he loved his booze, didn't he? For you youngsters that don't know what the term hang up means. What your fucking banger? So wee wifey was from Greenock. She said they celebrated yesterday and the day before. You can't change people's birthdays, mate. That's all the way through Clydebank. Just clutching at straws here, mate. And also here, you're meant to have a double sunset. Only happens, this solar alignment only happens twice a year for 3 days in a row. That's another one, 29th of January, so I won't be here for that. But aye, 29th, the 30th and the 31st. And also it has the November the 10th, 11th and 12th. A double sunset. Wouldn't I mind hearing some bagpipes in a different country? But there comes to my random fact that another country that has bagpipes as its national instrument is Bulgaria. The big Abalniks, the big Sheffies. So maybe Pisa, man. I peaked too early. Peaked too early like Elaine with her Christmas presents. But we've got another 2 days to go. Don't know if you can see that. Villa Buenos Aires. The big algaes. All the way up there to get letters saying you've been investigated for not having your TV licence. It's a bit of a trek to get your post, man. So I think this says, shite being Scottish with the lowest of the low. No, what it says is, stars must open in the sky, tender and alive. Pascoli, La Mia Sera. Wee cinema now. I think they're showing Jaws is premiering. Jaws is basically coming out. Big blockbuster that. What's this soon? Sono triste, sono felice. I think that is, yeah, it is. I'm sad, I'm happy. Teaching your kids about bipolar at a young age. Clutching at the old Scotland straw again. The old fish and chip festival, 16th of August. So this is the Johnny Moscardini Stadium, and Johnny Moscardini, he was a Oriondo, yes, which is a noun for, in Italy, which is Portuguese and Italian for an immigrant that comes, his ancestors come from the same country. So he was born in Falkirk and obviously had Italian ancestors, so he came over, he played for Pisa, Genoa, and he was the first person to get a call up for Pisa, and he got a call up for Italy. And so there you go, I got a connection there. I always get a connection, not a good spark. So the Pisa, that's why I went to Pisa. See what I'm saying there? So this is the Johnny Moscardini Stadium in Barga, named after the man, after a Falkirk man. And he ended up, after his football career, he ended up moving back to Prestwick, where he opened a wee cafe. That's where he passed away, in Prestwick, from Pisa to Prestwick. So I'm quite happy with that. I found a football reference for you and a connection, a Scottish connection. Maybe that's the tree that never grew, getting carted over here. Getting sailed over the fish that never swam. Arundio, I think that's it. You know me about certain languages, but most people that came to Italy to play in the Italian league were from South America, and Big Johnny, he was the first one from Scotland, well, one of the earliest. So there you go, there's your random fact for the day. I just read that as Afani. But so that was the Barga Stadium, Johnny Moscardini. Gotta say, very disappointed with the graffiti over here so far. Beginner stage. Is that an ML postcode? Old Motherwell? Nah. Bell's Hill Whiskey. When life gives you lemons.
Do we have a DVD player?
No, we don't.
Yeah, please.
A phone kiss, there you go, there's your Harry Burns. I keep reading that saying it's GIMP. Well, you see what you want to say, don't you? Mad Gimpy Albatross. Show me you failed without telling me you failed. But hopefully big Napoli next. To Paolo Inglese. No. Just probably think something for Leeds or something now. Or Barnsley. So it's mad when you watch the Premiership, English football, it's a wee pint glass at the right bottom corner. On this one it's a martini glass. Attention to detail. I guess that Barnsley's a shambles. All behind me in the green, Celtic top. But you get Celtic tops everywhere, so it's not really Scottish, is it? Well, I have failed. Can we have that in Braille, please? So Napoli is south and Juventus is north. It's a south versus north thing. It's Lukaku taking, but listen, you're going to hear nothing here if he bags it. So it's turned from Buns night to separation. Yapalo. No reaction, but that's what it is. They say basically you're either a Juve fan or you're no, but they all support the northern teams up here, and the only south team is Napoli, so I'm supporting the wrongins tonight. There you go, Billy Gilmore's coming on. Two Scots that I've seen in Italy on Buns night. That's the only connection I've got here.
So in Italy there's a saying which is meglio morto in casa che un pisano all'uscio, which translates to it's better to find someone dead in your house than a guy from Pisa on your doorstep, because historically during the medieval times people from Pisa used to collect taxes, so it'd be better to find somebody dead in your house.
So that cunt was from, he said Saltcoats, and obviously that was from Glasgow, and he said blah blah blah, whatever, but he said it could be worse, we could be in the Gobbles. I don't think I'd hear the Gobbles in Barga. So I found out why Celtic supporters club next door, because they've got a team here called Gatti Randaggi. But if you're going on that because they've got the same colours, then they should have a Sporting Lisbon team, they should have the Sweden Hammarby team, etc, etc, etc. So I'm not buying that. What they're saying. Well, back in, so we're alright. So this is the Gobbles, and I've been invited to a wee bird's house. She does like a B&B, which is in about 20 minutes from us, but she's from Oban, which is the west coast of Scotland, and my wee auntie's right into the west coast of Scotland, so got along there, so I made it work. The old demon drink again, but the conversation lubricant. Just turn up your door, mate. There you go, they went with a word. The husband from Maryhill asked him if he was an official fan, but aye, Celtic, but aye. There you go, don't get your buns in it, I'll find something else. There's always a way, isn't there? Always a way.
I can't believe it. Your Bailey's here, marvellous. It's a double rainbow. It's always a double rainbow. A double rainbow, double...
So they're doing work on it now, but my auntie teaches yoga. She's a yoga, well, she's been a yoga teacher, and they're actually looking for somebody to do yoga for the B&B for this place. You can't make this up. See, look, I always find some mad shit. I'm content now, very content. So the guy's decorating. I asked him if he needs a spark. I'll find him one.
But a lot of Germans, we were talking about German last night, and they're brilliant. Because just like, they're so happy, they're so enthusiastic, they're always great, and no matter what age group as well we found. And then Dutch as well, a lot of Dutch. Yeah. The worst ones are the Italians, they're the most annoying.
What's the furthest?
Furthest?
Or a mad random, like a random, like what you
New
doing
Zealand
here?
or something. No, our first guests were from New Zealand. Oh, never. A group of ladies, yep, they were from New Zealand and they were having a reunion and somebody was coming from London and like, so we've had a lot of that people meeting and yeah, we've had a few groups of people, a lot of Scots obviously, we've got a family coming again for 2 weeks. There's a summer festival on, there's also family weddings, they'll be here and they've been before, they've been a few times, they've been with the previous owner and we have an extra special guest that comes quite regularly, which is Mr. Martini, comes here.
Did they? Aye.
And this is his town.
That my brother, his uncle, has worked for, who knows very well, and I adore that man. And obviously I don't know
his dad.
His singing is just...
He's spectacular, he's
What's
just
the
amazing.
Irish guy?
Yeah.
Good one.
There you go, big Pablo Martini comes here. Plays gigs and everything, festivals. It's growing legs this, isn't it? It is the most Scottish town in Italy, come on. So that's the Sky Tartan. There you go, wee football tournament. You want a Scottish team to come over. I've suggested Kiwi Athletic. That used to be my gaffer up in Aberdeen. Got a wee football strip. Kiwi Athletic football. It's an amateur team, but I've got the strip. And I was asking the boy, what get is that strip? And the guy's like, why you get me this? I'm like, mate, it's my fucking second name obviously. But it took him a while to realise. But maybe I could set that up. Old Kiwi Athletic coming over here, scudding the Italians, winning it. Kiwi, in Newcastle, Kiwi means Effie. And
That's handy.
in Leeds, it means Smith.
Really?
Yeah, because I worked with a guy and he's from Leeds and we were out on a night.
So I'm vegetarian when I'm with them. I'm not a big meat eater, really, but...
A social vegetarian?
A social fish.
I'm a social vegetarian. Yeah, I like that. I am. I am.
There you go. I'm tough of that.
That's really tough, but good for you. Right, my back on.
That'll be the end of it. Being a buzz. Didn't find my fifer, but found Maryhill, Oban, Greenock, / Helensburgh and Bearsden. So it's a good array that. Madness, man. Barga, the most Scottish town in Italy. So I always say that the Wayne would eat sugar on shite, so she likes these, so this is sugar from the shite cunts.